Achievement not so tough. Achievement //// roll, excuse me. Is this the right save file? This is, there we go. Okay, so this is the alpha version. This is the test version. This is a experimental branch of the game in which they've changed a lot of the mechanics in Dead Cells. Let me take a look at the list, because there's a couple of cool changes that I've been wanting to see. For instance, timed doors now no longer have a scroll inside of them. They only have items that you can kind of pick and choose what you want. There's like 3 items in them, and you can only take 1. There are new difficulty changes. Enemies will now no longer scale with your level, because previously, in Dead Cells, people have told me, hey, don't actually take some scrolls. Leave the scrolls behind because you make the enemy stronger when you take scrolls. And apparently that was a thing that never worked. But now it's not a thing, and you can take all the scrolls you want and it doesn't really matter. So I'm absolutely gonna take all the scrolls and get stronger as we go. And we're just gonna play some Dead Cells. I'll try to make like the first time door so we can see what's happening with it, but then I might slow down and actually like engage in combat. Shields now no longer have damage reduction. Fire grenades no longer have damage reduction, so that's a much harder stat to come by. Cursed items that you get from cursed chests are now no longer cursed with minus or a plus 20% damage taken. So they're better to take, because previously they were the worst items in the game. You would not want to take one at all. Legendary items now don't drop from bosses. They're more rare to come by. So there's a lot of changes. And I think that we should start on a 2-cell mode run just to kind of warm up with some of these new changes. So we'll take a shield and firebrands, because I still like these items. Spartan sandals are better, I think, right? They actually have like a combo. The kick is faster, and there's like a 3-hit combo with the 3rd hit actually critting or something like that. So, I mean, I'd like to try those at some point, but the final strike will knock enemy back. But I wanna keep the firebrands. I like the firebrands. Firebrands are a good item to get. It's easier to parry Inquisitors because their shot, when you parry it, actually pierces on the way back. So there's some nice little changes here, Okay, I apparently can't hit this with the firebrand, so we're just gonna leave it behind. Man, it's been a while since we played any Dead Cells. I like this game. Did they add 5-cell mode? You know what? I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Tactics and survival. Right, they scale less because we actually already have points in those. I think that they also changed the currency. Well, I mean, they changed the balancing for money in the game. It might be a little bit harder to buy things. Rampart. Absorbs 85% damage, generates a force field on a successful parry. They changed a few of the weapons around too. For instance, or weapons and shields. The frontline shield was pretty bad before. It has been updated and it's actually like good now, I think. No need for healing. I didn't mean to press that button. So we'll see. I'm excited to kind of see some of the new changes and stuff. But I guess it depends on if we actually find any of the new changes. So if I take the fire grenades do not have, I'll say it again, fire grenades do not have damage reduction. We'll take survival for the HP. They've changed mutations, there's different mutations now. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff. And I hope that it's all good stuff, good updates. We'll see. You can just recycle directly from the pedestals now. Why don't we check out the War Spear? Is it any better? Hey, Sharky Oreo. Cheer to you too. Hello and welcome. Thank you. I'm gonna keep the firebrands. I like the firebrands, so we'll recycle that. Recycling is now no longer as strong. Something. I guess maybe they thought that recycling was too strong before you get too much money out of it or something, so that's been changed. I can't get the damn secrets in the walls. It sucks. Hey, we get a chest though. Get an item from it. Wolf trap. You know, I like the fire in the other grenade that we have right now. So we picked up 2 scrolls. I assume that that's still the correct number of scrolls that you get on this floor, so we're just gonna ignore it, or ignore it the rest of the floor. We're gonna go to the promenade. We're gonna go the default path, the clock tower path, this time around, and then next time we'll go the other path. And then you have timed doors. So these are the timed doors. 0 seconds. What? This door was sealed 28 seconds ago, pity. Condition, kill 30 enemies without taking any damage. Okay. Sealed 28 seconds ago. So the door was sealed at 1:15? Really? Oh my god. And then we didn't complete this objective either. We didn't kill 30 enemies without taking any damage. So you can kind of like choose your special, your reward. That's very interesting. That's nifty. So you can either go really fast and ignore everything, or you can fight certain enemies, don't take damage, and you can get some stuff. Okay. Hey. I got no cells for you. Reforge. Reforging is now apparently also more expensive. So we're just going to ignore that. Oh, you know what? YOLO? It's a mutation where previously, if you died with YOLO, you'd be able to pick a new mutation. Now you can't. If you take YOLO, you only get the one mutation. You can't change this later. Or you can change it, but if you pop YOLO, you can't replace it. There's also a lot of new updates for the mutations, so I'm kind of interested in seeing what these are. Oh, they got rid of the mutations that reduced your skill cooldown. Now you actually have to kill enemies to reduce the cooldown of your skills. Hunter's Instinct is at range, Killer Instinct is in hand-to-hand combat, and Blind Faith is you reduce the cooldown of your skills with a parry. So very interesting. The efficiency of food is increased by 100%. If you recycle, you receive plus 79 DPS over 300 seconds. So gas is better because now if you are playing in 4-cell mode with infected food, you can recycle the food and get a value out of it, which is nice. Necromancy is better because you actually get percentage of your HP back, not just like 4 HP, which is a good. You know, items like the tonic and vampirism have been completely reworked so that you don't just get like 100 HP when you use this item when you have like 6,000 HP and it's a drop in the bucket. Now these are actually something that matters, which is nice. Acceptance. Removing a curse requires killing 50% less enemies. Consuming food curses you. So that's been changed. Alienation. Removing a curse requires you to kill 50% more enemies, but each enemy you kill restores HP. So in Alienation, you can heal. Interesting. But in Acceptance, you kill less enemies, but if you eat food, you get cursed. You can always recycle food for a... Actually, you can only recycle food for a damage bonus with gas. This is weird, you know, this is interesting. There's a lot of new updates. Dead Inside has been changed so that now food no longer heals you when you have Dead Inside. It was always good to take this and gas for a ton of healing in 4-cell mode previously, so that's changed. Masochist. Reduces the damage dealt by traps by 80%, increases your movement speed by 20% for 20 seconds after you fall into a trap. This could be interesting. Time available to recover your health after a hit is multiplied by 2. They changed a lot of the wording on things, which is nice too, because now you can actually, you know what's happening. Multiplied by 3, you know, it's not just like it's been increased. And I think they also changed a lot of the modifiers so that they're a little bit more clear what's happening. But anyways, we need to take a mutation. We'll take YOLO. We'll lock it in. We'll go to the promenade. And Are we going to like rush through the promenade and try to make one of the time doors? You know what? Let's reach the promenade for the first time. Oh, that's lovely. Let's not. I was thinking about it. Oh yeah, you don't have to pick up items or gold. You can just actually run into it and it gets unlocked or picked up. Let's not worry about the time doors. And instead, why don't we just focus on killing 30 enemies without taking damage or something? We'll try to see if we can get into that secret door. Because there are 2 doors that we can get into. And maybe they both have the same benefit. They don't give you scrolls anymore, they give you items. So, you know, if we get either one, we're happy. Well, I really don't want to pop YOLO. What I should be doing, though, is actually using my skills. That's very interesting. Kill enemies without taking damage. So now we have to kind of like start again. Whew. Okay, careful. Should probably just use a heal, but I don't want to. You know what? I was an idiot earlier. Let's just make up for our mistakes right now, you know. I really do need a sword or something, but it's interesting because I think it's probably easier to kill enemies at range with skills instead of brutality-based weapons for the most part, or like just ranged weapons in general. So it's kind of interesting that there are those special doors for killing enemies without taking damage. Because you definitely want to, I think, do those with the a ranged weapon, so that those benefit ranged builds, maybe. Because a lot of times with a melee build, you end up recovering your HP every once in a while. You know, you have the rally effect. That's what they call it. It's the you get health back when you hit an enemy. Movement feels a little bit different too, but I can't put a finger on it. I don't know if there's any 5-cell doors, any new cell doors. Actually, there are new cell doors. There's a path that goes from the promenade to the ancient sewers, I think. I don't know how many, they burn when they're shielded. Ooh, that's really good. I guess it makes sense because the shield protects them from further damage, not from all damage. Has that always been a thing? Did they always take damage while they were burning in a shield? Either way, I'm happy about it. Hey, knock it off. I need to upgrade something at some point. My skills do feel a little bit weak right now. Give me a random skill. So it's gonna be a lot harder to stack up the damage reduction because shields and fire grenades now no longer have it. Which is probably smart because that was my go-to setup, wasn't it? My go-to setup was, hey, let me just grab a fire grenade in a shield, and then all of a sudden I have 60% damage reduction, and I'm good. Oh, there was also a note in the patch notes that said that there's more hidden paths, like specifically like ground-based hidden paths, I think. I'm gonna try to, hey, what the? I'm gonna try to keep my eyes out for those runes on the ground that tell you that there's a hidden path. Oh, you know what? I just saw an icon on the screen, and I thought I saw the number 30. So I think we did kill 30 enemies without taking damage, so I think we unlocked the thing we need to unlock. Like, our unlock has been successful now or something. Weird. I like it, though. Store some of our HP. Burner. Might as well try to get some parries in now, right? I like that these guys don't try to follow you for an infinite distance like they used to. They actually kind of lose interest after a moment. Oh hey, a random ass scroll. I'll take brutality. I have stuff that scales with it right now, so. And hey, money, I don't gotta touch it. I guess I do have to touch it, but I don't have to click, you know, right bumper in order to pick it up anymore. I'm interested in seeing how this works. I'm interested in seeing how the changes have affected the game. I guess this is like a normal secret area. Oh, there's a locked door here. It's just background texture. Hello, rapid fire. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Dead Cells, but the new alpha update has me interested, so I want to give it a shot. Heavy turret 2+. You inflict plus 15% more damage if you're near the turret, or sinew slicer 2+. Well, you know what? We already can light enemies on fire, so why don't we take some purple items? Heavy turret plus the other thing. I mean, shit. I should have definitely recycled something, but you know what? That's okay. I'm assuming, by the way, that the two secret doors are going to be roughly the same, but there might be some benefit to doing one over the other. I don't know. Everything must go. Give me some shields. Let's take a look. Yeah, force shield. It used to be the frontline shield. Generates a temporary force field when held up. It regenerates slowly when the bouclier is not held up. Parries speed up the process. So you have a temporary invulnerability when you have the shield up. That seems like it could be good, and you know what? Because it's new, I'm gonna take it. So let's see. So now it just reduces damage. It didn't actually, Okay. 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 You know what? That's kind of neat. It's very, very different. And then while you have the shield up, it still does it still reduces the damage that you take, but it doesn't make you immune. But doesn't that mean that you can just like try to do a parry, and if you fail, you still get times 60 without taking damage? You see that? See, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's some synergy, or not synergies, but maybe some extra stuff to unlock or something. I don't know. Let's keep trying to kill enemies without taking damage. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like if you just try to parry and you fail the parry, you still avoid taking damage. That seems like it could be really awesome. That's an interesting change. I didn't even think about that. Hey. Well, there's the key. We don't need it, but we have it anyways. Rapier. The rapier has been upgraded too. I know that much. It is better now because you... Actually, the one we have is better. It's better because you actually have longer to get the crit. Because when the rapier was first released like 2 years ago in early access, it was OP, then they nerfed it, and then it sucked, and then they upgraded it. They buffed it in the alpha version, so hopefully it's gonna be good. You actually have like a couple of hits that you can crit with, which is nice. I am liking the firebrands, and you know what? We have a couple of purple items, so let's make this like a purple build or something. Can I get anything from the corpse? Nope. Can get a ranged weapon though, random one. Pyrotechnics. Isn't this amazing? It has ammo now. Okay, so you have to stop firing for a second to let it reload. Okay. No. Let me Let me look at this. Doesn't actually light the enemies on fire. So I'm gonna keep the fire brands because I might be able to get some like fire synergy with the heavy turret and the sinew slicer. Although the sinew slicer leaves a trail of flame. So you know what? Fuck it. Take the pyrotechnics. It's interesting. And it's new and it's changed, so I want to try it. Although actually, you know what? This does actually light enemies on fire a little bit. So this is fine. We can totally use this. We'll take a point in tactics, because that's what our build is apparently. It's very interesting that the enemy explodes and there's this weird effect that happens. I don't know. Oh! Gotcha. We deal more damage when we're closer to the turret, so we should stay close to the turret. Oh! You know what I really like? Being able to actually get those. So there's a 3-cell door. Come back to that later. I'll go back up to 4-cell at some point. Hell, maybe on the next run. Well, on the next run we'll probably do like a 3-cell. But I want to, you know, to start simple. Enemies are still attacking the turrets. I thought that was changed, but maybe it's only changed on... Oh yeah, that's another thing. The AI is better. So on like 4-cell mode, enemies are not going to be shooting at the turrets. They're gonna be shooting at you. Or something like that. I like that big circle. Oh, I see, it's the 4th shot. It's the crit shot that gives you that big old circle. Oh, nifty. There's a 4-cell door. They had... I see they had to make this a little bit taller, because with Twitch integration mode, you can give yourself extra jumps and then make that jump. So they had to increase the height, which is fine. But dude, I want to see if we can get you know, kill 100 enemies without taking damage or something. See what kind of stuff we can get for free. I'm all about getting stuff for free. I'm not using the shield at all either, but I'll use it eventually. I swear. That's pretty good. Oh hey, legendary item, at random. Oh, I can't pick up this automatically. So vampirism, it's been changed. Minus 4% damage received, that's not a lot. All enemies, all nearby enemies bleed. They drop a remedy when they die that heals for 5% HP. Okay, it's colorless. It recharges in 20 seconds. 70 DPS, 70 DPS over 20 seconds, but it recharges. Well, you know what, we can take it and then we can replace it later if we don't like it. So we find a bunch of enemies. Use it like right up here or something. There we go. So now they're all bleeding. There's a lot of bats flying around. Okay, we picked up a remedy. That guy bled to death. And now vampirism is not charged. Regenerates when you use your health potion or you leave a level. I see. So you can heal by killing the enemies that are afflicted by vampirism. You recharge it by using a flask. Wow, that was a dumb idea. Or by ending the level and you get a little bit of HP by using it. Okay, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. I didn't think the game would let me use a healing flask, but it definitely did. Anyways. Oh, also, the head is better, too. The head is apparently a lot better, and it's easier to use it. And it does more damage. The homunculus. So I gotta make sure I'm using the head. 0 seconds. Damn. Killing 60 enemies without taking damage, though. We've done that one. So let's see. 7 minutes, 26 seconds ago. That means 5 minutes, 30. It used to be 8 minutes. They're really going for one or the other here. You can either speed run and not kill things, or you can kill things. What did we get? We got money. And also, random items that are... They're upgraded, but I don't know if that's random or just because. Swarm 5+. Summons 2 biters to serve you up to 8. This has been changed. Ice Shard. I don't think this has been changed at all. It's still probably bad. Boomerang, which is better. Boomerang comes back to you automatically. It doesn't crit on the way back, but it does pierce now. So it is actually kind of interesting to use. I mean, what do we have? Pyrotechnics, which deals 217. This is better. You know what? It's new. We'll take it. Recycle that one. We'll use the boomerang, and then we'll head out. So, I think... Oh, that's where the grenade is coming from. I think that the time doors and the kill enemies doors are much worse. And I think that's better, because previously it was a scroll, and now it's just a random item. But who cares about, you know, a random choice of 3 items? I guess if you really need an item, you're gonna be glad to have it, but you don't need it, you know? It's not like a necessity. It's not like the game is designed so that you're supposed to speedrun or something, which always annoyed me about the time doors, because it's like, consuming food curses you. We don't need acceptance yet. Reducing for each enemy killed at range. This is a bomb. What do I take? Vengeance. Minus 60% damage taken for 3 seconds after taking a hit. That seems really good for like annoying multi-hit combo bosses or something. I guess efficiency of food is increased by 100%. Inflict extra damage. You take 0 damage after a missed parry. You take plus 0% damage after a missed parry. You take plus 0% damage after a missed parry. Or do you take like bonus damage after a missed parry or something? I don't know. This is weird. Ammo for your weapons ×2. I wonder if that affects the shield. You know what? I can fire 2 boomerangs and I have double charge on my shield? No, I don't have double charge on my shield. It seems to last the same length of time. It seems to charge at about the same rate too. Maybe that's garbage for the shield and it doesn't actually work. Because it seems like the shield still had the same charge on it, but I could be wrong about that. But the boomerang getting 2 shots is real nice. Okay. We're learning. We're getting a lot of new achievements for some reason. Oh, that's very interesting. It like bounces off their backs. It's like, ow, I can't get back. I like that. You know what? Seems kind of nice. I didn't think that would go through the door, but it absolutely did. Dude, I'm loving the new boomerang, because previously it was like you gotta throw it behind the enemy and then it'll crit for massive damage on the way back. This is much easier to use. And I think it's a little bit more fun too, because it's fun to just watch them bounce off of the backs of the enemies. Okay. Oop. It's not good for multi-enemies, but for a single target, it actually is fine. Oh. Alright, goodbye. Although that time the boomerang didn't seem to work at all. I don't know. I think the heavy turret has also been buffed, it does more damage. Maybe if an enemy is too close to a wall or something, it doesn't really work properly. Oh, you know what it is? Turrets don't block projectiles. They'll still get shot at, but they won't just like actually block the projectile from hitting you at all. Okay. I'm liking it so far. Excuse me. I like the idea of trying to, okay, yes, let's see. I don't know, it seems like if they're up against the wall, it doesn't work. But I'm liking the, I'm liking the boomerang so far. Wave of Denial, I think that sucks. We're just gonna get rid of it. Hello? Okay, just checking. Two very close teleporters, sure. There's no time doors on levels anymore, which is nice. We don't have to worry about that. Goodbye! Yeah, the boomerang, maybe it's like when I jump, the boomerang can't get back to me, and that's why it's not always hitting the enemy. Undead Archer. Oh yeah, elites are also more dangerous because they have new abilities. So it looks like this archer has like... Oh, you know what? That was probably just the game telling you where the archer was. Okay. No, he has like some sort of an ability, I think. He died. Oh, there go my items. Fuck. What? I didn't mean to knock him off the cliff, but he died. He took my items with him. How rude. What a rude dude. I'll take survival. It's probably best. I want to jump down there and get my items back, but I also want to make sure I still have the, you know, I've killed 60 enemies without getting hit reward. Wait a minute, if he's got his shield out, do I throw the boomerang through his shield and then it'll pierce him? I don't know. So many things to consider. Uh-oh. Not the best on those guys. Dong, dong. I should have used both of those turrets. Now I gotta wait. You know what? No. We don't gotta wait. We can go. Dude, those, I guess that was like exploding viscera or something, maybe. Very interesting. Oh, you also get more of a speed bonus now from the you kill multiple enemies and you go faster maneuver ability. Paradot likes corn. Hello, welcome. How you doing? Sure, we'll go for more tactics. I'm liking it. No, my turret! You bastards! Okay, I can't even shoot the boomerang behind him at all. Very interesting. screen shake new? Can't be sure. I will use this frontline shield eventually. I just want to see how long I can go without taking damage, because I want to see what kind of a bonus we can get. We got times 60 again. So it must reset per floor. But now that we've gotten the times 60, now we can take damage and we should be fine. Although, maybe the door requires a times 90 or something, because the first door only required a times 30. But then again, that was the first floor. Usually the first floor is special with that kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, the turrets now no longer block range projectiles. Also, this turret has no line of sight. Excuse me? There you go. Thank you. We're gonna get that white flower. I don't need to, I already have the blueprint from the white flower, wherever it was. It's just a blueprint unlock, and we've already done it. Dong, 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 dong. Oh, get him! Get him, boomerangs! They're really good at stunning, it seems like. Well, you kind of countered that pretty nicely. I want to see if we can get the times 90, if there is a times 90. I'll play slow. I'm really curious if there even is a, I really do need to fire both of these at the same time. I'm curious if there is a bonus at all to having frontline shield plus extra ammo. It's hard to tell right now, because I haven't been using it. We'll see, eventually, maybe. I fell down. Dong dong! You know what, shoot my turrets for a while, BRB. Looks like... Oh, that's probably what they meant by new floor secrets. Not that there's like a giant like cavern, it's just there's a secret in the floor. Okay, okay. Because I read the patch notes. I didn't change my game title on Twitch. I'm supposed to do that. Just change it really quickly here. Oops, oops, there we go. Food shop. Flask recharge, 38,000. You know what? We can't afford it. That's okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend. Give me random. Death Orb. Death Orb now has like a certain amount of damage it can do, and then it explodes. It doesn't just go forever. And Death Orb also now no longer heals you if you have the rally effect. So that's interesting too. There's a lot of interesting little changes and things. I'll recycle the food. If we had gas, we would be able to get a damage upgrade by doing that. Gas is now so much better in 4-cell mode. I think it was still good, but it's just better now. It's just all better. It's all just a little bit better. Hey. You're gonna be in for a bad time with these boomerangs thunking on your back. I think there's also might be like new challenge rooms or something, but I haven't seen one yet. I've been trying to look out for the challenge room runes. They're normally hard to find anyways. I don't know if they've changed their look at all. Curse chest. How much of a floor is there yet for us to complete? Because if there's a lot of extra floor left, I'd like to try to open that. If there's like 10 enemies remaining, we can probably do it. You know what? I think we can. I think we can. What is this? Oh, the rubble effect looks a little weird. That's what it is. That must be a new effect, because I do not remember that weird looking rubble. Oh, eliminate 10 enemies, but we get a scroll, which will not affect enemy scaling at all. We get money, and then we get a item that is actually good for us, as opposed to bad for us. Because it is colorless. Creates a toxic cloud inflicting bleed and poison at the same time. I actually like the turrets that we have right now, so I'm just gonna recycle it. Just take the scroll, get that mouse pointer off the screen. This is interesting. Gotta play it slow now because we're at that curse point. Oh, I love the new boomerang. Although then again, I have 2 of them, so maybe I'm biased right now. Ugh. Curse lifted, let's go. Achievement unlocked, LOL. Oh, I got hit! So we lost whatever our multiplier was for, you know, not getting hit by enemies. Luckily, our curse was lifted. But I think we're pretty good. I have a feeling that it's going to be like, you know, a 60 target. Because I have a feeling that it's just 30 target for the first floor. Because there might not even be, oh! You know, honestly, sometimes you might have a first floor that doesn't even have 60 enemies on it. Might not even have a floor that has 30 enemies on it, I don't know. Does it actually count? You know what? I was trying. I was getting the parry. Because if you try to parry and you miss, you should have that invincibility, right? It actually makes it pretty good. It's a charge shield in the sense that you charge it. Secret zone discovered. Nah, we don't need that. We have something that lights enemies on fire already. So this is gonna be the Black Bridge. That's what I meant to say. Let's go. I don't think we really forgot anything else. Yeah, so there it is. There's no time door either. Why is there no time door? Maybe the time door is after the fight, because that's where it was previously. Tornado! Magnetic grenade, which is now lightning damage, and lightning damage crits in water. Symmetrical lance. Does a lot of damage. And crits if you quickly kill 2 enemies with the weapon. But we got the boomerang. So I'm just gonna recycle the thing that's the most expensive. It's nice that you get, you know, a choice of items and you can take one, but it's not nearly as important as it once was to get those doors unlocked. Which is nice. We have to take a mutation. We'll take, oh, these things scale with survival. So now we recover 1.7% HP after a parry. Probably only once per enemy. I might want to try that just to see how it works. Oh, and you know what else has changed? For cell mode, when you get hit, you get an infection, but partial hits no longer do that. So if you get hit by like the enemy's attacks when you're blocking, I don't think you get infection. And I wonder about the boss's AoE attack, like this boss that we're fighting right now. I wonder about his AoE attack, if that will actually still give you the infection meter when it hits you, because it's basically just a shitty AoE that does like a tiny amount of damage, but it infects you a whole bunch when it hits you because it hits you multiple times. One reason why the force shield was always pretty good, because it gives you a shield when you take damage. I have no idea what to take. Plus damage if I'm close to a deployed skilled. This is a cooldown on skills for each enemy killed, which doesn't help you against bosses. Necromancy is pretty good. You only need to kill 200 enemies to get back up to full health. So that's like half of your HP over the entire floor, and I guess it's not scaling with survival. What doesn't kill me scales with survival. You take plus 0% damage after a missed parry. I have no idea what this is, so I'm gonna take it. I feel like this could be good. Spite. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, for the first time ever! Oh, he was like stunned or something. Dong, dong, dong. Looks like you still get the shield on the parry. Or see, I like that. I should actually probably hit him at some point, you know, with my boomerang. The boomerang is doing its thing. So what happens if I... So that was a missed parry. I shouldn't be like trying to get hit to see what the difference is, because I still need to, you know, win the run at some point. I don't get my heals back. It's interesting because with this shield, what you want to do is you want to hold it. You know, normally if you tap the parry button, you get a longer window for the parry, but you take damage if you miss it. But I think for this one, for this situation, what we want to do is just hold it down, and if we miss the parry, we still at least block the damage. Rampart generates a shield on a successful parry. We get the grappling hook. And it's just stuff that's disappearing, like debris. I was like, are these things connected by a chain? Is it one or the other? I think it's both. So let's recycle. We have a shield that I'm still interested in trying out. We'll see. We'll see. $11 minutes ago, so 15 minutes. Condition, take no damage. So if you defeat the boss without taking damage, you get a bonus door as well. These also might be one cell doors, because I noticed that this one has a one cell on it. So it looks like it has a one cell on it. So maybe you can't unlock it with 0 cell mode. Interesting. All right. Oh, I can't, that's okay. If you win a run, your cells are maintained, I think, so maybe we'll be able to keep them with us. I don't care about upgrading yet. We don't have any more blueprints. Hello, prisoner, sir. The first reset of your mutation is cheap. The future ones are expensive. Gotcha. But I want to see. Yeah, I think that extra ammo doesn't work with the shield, which sucks because it totally looks like it does, but it actually doesn't. And it recharges about the same rate, I believe. I'm doing this for my own experimentation right now. I'll still take it for the 2 boomerangs for now, but we're gonna be stuck with our mutation choices now. So maybe we'll want the extra curse removal or something. We won't be able to eat food though. You know, we'll leave it. But there's gonna be a lot of curse. So, pew. Okay. Pew. Yeah, so it doesn't actually allow you to use the shield for longer. That's a shame. That's a big shame. I was really hoping it would. Food no longer heals you. Well, I mean, if I do this, then it doesn't matter if we eat food or not, because we can't. Maybe I just want gas. Or one of these, you know, necromancy. It doesn't kill me. You know, let's take necromancy. We'll raise survival a whole bunch. We'll see how it works. Oh, right. Forgot about that. And we'll go to the Stilt Village. We'll also go to the Clock Tower and we'll do the like Slumbering Sanctuary route next time or something. Graveyard Slumbering Sanctuary or whatever it is. Look, it's been a while. Ka-chung! It's very awkward to get the ka-chung. That's a legendary item. You still get them, they're just more random and rare. I like that. I can just hold the shield down, just tank whatever hits are coming in, not worry about them at all. Put down another freaking turret. We'll consider that War Spear in a second. What happened to the enemy that was up here? Here he is. Ah, shit. Hey, dude. That's a dumb hit to take. All right, War Spear. Extra damage when you're at max HP, increases your movement speed. It is legendary, and it's pretty good, 894 damage as is. You know what? Get rid of the boomerang. Now that mutation that we took, ammo is literally worthless. But you know what? Could be fun. This is not fun. I can't kill anything with this. I missed the boomerang already. Oh, I made a mistake. Luckily, though, we found a food shop. The achievements, I think, are new. That's why they're popping up. You know what? It was wrong to take this spear. Please give me a new gun. Gun? What game is this? You know what? I like the idea about just leaving this room. We don't have to kill everything, and at this rate, we're not even gonna get that special door of, you know, kill enemies without taking damage. That's okay. It's okay. This isn't the... Okay, I know what this is now. Critical hit when you strike several targets at the same time. I thought this was the one that gave you a crit when you killed an enemy, but that's different. That's a different item. This one just crits when you hit multiple enemies, which makes it awful for bosses. Like, actually awful. The heavy turret does a good job of stunning, though, which is nice. All right. My own stupidity kind of coming through here because I forgot how these items work. We'll make up for it, though. We'll just get a new gun. A new I want to call it a gun. We'll get a new item later. Get a new item. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It does do a lot of damage when it crits, but if I can get another boomerang, I think I'll be happy again. I don't like the idea now that I have a wasted mutation, essentially. Hey, they changed the layout of this place. There's now like an upper floor. Interesting. BCDD20T dead cells. If it was possible, maybe. Death Orb. I like what we've got. It is much more viable to actually take those colorless items now, so I really should try at some point. But I like our current loadout. Oh, I see. That's why there was a secondary door here. There's just stuff. Items in the letter. Items in the letter. Oh. Well, that was pointless. There's nothing here. And we're still cursed. Wait, are we? Did I clear the curse? Wait, what? Did I clear it that quickly? Could have sworn I still had to kill like 6 million enemies. Why did I die? Did I die to curse? I thought I had plenty of HP. Because like there was no icon over my head that said I was cursed. I am very confused. That's what I'll say about that. Like I had plenty of health. I had my last stand ability. I know I jumped directly into the mine, but yeah, I think maybe that was a bug. Because I don't remember killing 10 enemies, but the icon wasn't over my head. Yeah, that's definitely a bug. But you know, this is the alpha of a new patch. Stuff is gonna be a little bit buggy. That's to be expected. But anyways, that was a lot of fun. Maybe we'll go the other route this time and we'll go down. It's annoying, but again, it's an alpha, it'll be buggy. I accept it. So I'll play some more Dead Cells. For those of you on YouTube, it will be next time. So thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Sorry for the death, and I hope to see you here again for the next run. It wasn't my normal outro, I kind of lost my place.